Hello everybody and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. Today we are exploring something very near and dear to my heart, which is the X-15 program that was run by the United States in the 1960s. If I'm sure a lot of you who watch this channel know, the X-15 was a rocket plane, but not just any rocket plane. It was the best rocket plane. Like, I'm serious, it was the best. It was actually also the first manned space plane technically ever flown, but I don't know if we'll be able to do that this flight. Maybe, we never know. But here we go. We have my carrier plane, which I had to like squeeze wings together to make it big enough, carrying my approximation of the X-15. Ooh, that was a close one. So we're gonna pull that up. Yeah, I should actually be paying attention, but I'm not. Anyways, and this is actually how the X-15 was flown. It was flown underneath the underside of a modified, I think, B-52. I should know that. Anyways, and it was taken up to altitude, dropped, and then it rocketed away. And if the engine didn't fire, it would just glide back down because it couldn't actually maintain altitude by itself without its engine. That frame rate is really annoying. Fraps has not been getting along with my games recently. I don't know what the deal is. Yeah, it's weird. When I turn Fraps off, it works, but whatever. Anyways, the way the flights were done, where they would take off from one Air Force base, fly up, do the mission, and then land at another Air Force base downrange. Whoa. And I'm kind of trying to do that here, but I'm going to see if I can land just on the peninsula downrange. This frame rate is really killing me. Anyways, who knows? It probably won't even work. I've only tested it a little bit. I haven't actually done a full flight test with it, so yeah, you get to see if it works or fails. But you know what? I don't care, because it's exciting. Anyways, the X-15 actually still currently holds the world speed record for fastest manned vehicle. Some people always say, oh, the SR-71 is the fastest airplane in the world. No, it wasn't. I think like the max speed of the SR-71, or at least the fastest speed it obtained, was like 3,540 kilometers an hour. Whereas the X-15 in 1967, piloted by William J. Knight, he flew the X-15 to 7,274 kilometers an hour. That's Mach 6.72. And that is just goddamn amazing. And it actually hasn't been beaten to this day. That speed record is still stands. So from 1967. Now there have been unmanned vehicles that have gone a bit faster, I think, like some of NASA's hypersonic tests, but in terms of manned flight, that was the fastest. This dude flew at Mach 6.72. That blows my mind every time. Actually, a number of the X-15 pilots qualified as astronauts because they reached certain altitudes. However, only one of the pilots actually truly went into space using the X-15, and that was test pilot Joseph Walker. In 1963, he flew 2 flights where the X-15 actually flew above 100 kilometers, which is the Kármán line, and actually into space. So, and actually, it was interesting enough because at the time, that made him America's 7th astronaut, technically. Although most people don't really remember him yet of astronaut times because Project Mercury was the go-to, and Gemini. Anyways, we're getting close to altitude. Yeah, we're gonna see if we can drop it here. So, and then, oh, beautiful. Oh, and then I screw it up. Yeah, this thing isn't terribly maneuverable, but that was good enough. I'm really, wow, okay, I need to actually pay attention. Okay, stop. RCS will help. Okay, well I wasted fuel doing that. You know what, let's retry this. Yeah, let's retry that. Yes, my X-15 isn't as stable as the real one. However, I would like to point out that it looks very close to the actual X-15, and actually it does fly reasonable, when it's gliding anyways. I made sure that its mass to lift and all that is actually, like, proper, I suppose. But, Actually, another thing I'm quite proud of, all the RCS ports are actually accurate to the real X-15. Because it did have RCS ports because it flew high enough that the control surfaces didn't work anymore. And well, it had ones on the nose, but it went in every orientation. It also had ones on the wings too. So if you look at pictures of it or at schematics, they're all there. So I think I got all of them anyways. I'm pretty sure it's all of them. I hope there's anyone. No. Either way, I'm going for accuracy here with my X-15 because this plane it's magnificent and it deserves to be respected properly. I even got the slope of the fins and all that roughly correct. I'm proud of myself for this one actually. Not gonna lie, it's like all those giant science fiction ships that I make. I love those, but this is my favorite build so far. Is my magnificent X-15. All right, we're coming to drop here. Maybe I should put more engines on this thing and make it actually go further. Oh, whatever. Right. Can I quick save from here and carry on? Maybe. It might break, but who knows. Anyways, let's get this. Let's just do it, I guess. Oh shit! Well then, I'll see if that quick save works. I've had some pretty rough times with quick saves with airplanes. Yeah, 'cause that happens. But we're good to go. Cool. That actually saves me a lot of time. Alright then, let's try that again. No. Bring it back, bud. There we go. Again, no ideas. I'm using a aerospike here just because I couldn't get the proper looking engine on the back, but whatever. Isn't it beautiful? Yeah. Now, in the actual X-15, it didn't have giant control surfaces like this. But I had to use those just to get the proper shape of the wing. So sue me. But so far, this profile is looking pretty damn good, and our drop plane is dead some. Oh, wait, no, there it is. But there's no one on board of it. Don't worry about it. It was expendable. Oh, also the back here. I'm actually quite proud of this too. The X-15 had two very large wedge tail fins on the back for hypersonic stability, and it didn't really have a rudder, but it had on the back of the wedge fin. It had like a kind of rudder system, not like a conventional rudder, but it was more or less like. Well, it's actually kind of like this, actually, where the rudder, like it was used to kind of give it left and right control, but at the same time it could also be used as an aero brake, or an air brake. So that's what I was going for here, and I'm quite proud of it because it actually works the way it's supposed to. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna reach space this time, but not all the flights reach space, so. Meh. But yeah, it was a hypersonic test plane, really. What's our altitude looking like? Oh, okay, yeah, we're not getting to space, but we're getting pretty damn up there. Probably have to add more fuel because I have the fuel tanks. They weren't fully full. That was mostly to keep the whatchamadoodle, the lift mass kind of correct during launch. But when all tanks are empty, including RCS, its mass to lift is actually perfect for landing. So, which means that I'm probably not. I actually don't need that much RCS. But yeah, here we go. It's so beautiful. What is Jeb seeing? But yeah, I loved the X-15. It was like best airplane ever. It was always my favorite because it was like an airplane, a rocket ship, and just everything all in one. It was beautiful. I have a model of one somewhere, but it's like a model rocket, so it isn't terribly detailed. It's actually made to fly just straight up and all that. I flew it I think twice, but I don't know. It's missing the back parts, but that makes me angry. I need to actually get a real model of it one of these days. But hey, we're actually gonna land on the ground. See, originally I was gonna fly over the ocean and land on this peninsula, but no, this works. I'm okay with this. 57 meters. See, 70, I think what 70 is space in this, so about 20,000. Actually, we're almost at 60,000. So yeah, about a little over 10,000 meters away from actual space. Also, we're going to crash into that mountain, and I'm against that, so we're going to start tilting this way during reentry. Actually, funny thing about the X-15 and its reentry, when they first did some tests with it, they found that during reentry, there we go, the skin would heat up, you know, all that jazz, but like the paint and insulation, or not insulation, but like the thermal paint and all that on the nose cone would melt off and kind of like start covering the windshield in like this black tar, and then you couldn't see for landing, and they were against that because, you know, test pilots like seeing what they're doing when they're doing it. So for later flights that went higher and faster, they actually had this thing where they had a like a fabric ripstop system over one side of the window. So you look out like the left side during launch and flight, and then you pull the ripstop away, and then it uncovers the right side, and you use that for landing after reentry. So it's, you know, you can actually see where the hell you're going, and that's just cool. Well, actually, wait. Do you think we can get over the mountain? Well, well. And we have Jeb at the helm. We'll see what happens here. I'm actually quite impressed at how well I got the geometry of this plane. No guarantees on landing though. This does have landing gear, don't worry. And actually another nifty feature, which I'll demonstrate here in a second when we get closer. Whoa. Again, it isn't terribly stable. Yeah, no, it's not terribly stable at all. What's my RCS looking like? Yeah, I'm gonna have to reduce RCS a lot. And actually, I can probably put more fuel in it too. Actually, wait, I can't. Well, I'll have to land this regardless, because I can't quick save, or I can't revert this anymore, so. Oh yeah, we're gonna get over the mountain. Cool. Or so it's telling me. Well, let's just do this. Oh yeah, well, we're good. Coming for a nice glider landing. I am so pleased with this. Holy hell. But of course, we're going to be landing in a dreadful situation here. So no guarantees on the landing, Jeb. And I can't really revert the flight either, so we're going in. I might kill Jeb here, but this is my sandbox game, so I don't think it actually matters. Well, actually, just because I don't want to kill Jeb. I actually like Jeb in this here. Anyways, now then, time for the next thing. The X-15 had like these dual wedge tail fins. However, the one on the underside did not permit landing, so it had a nifty feature where it would actually detach, so that the X-15 could land without scraping it along the bottom. It had like a parachute and stuff. In my case, it just shot away because, you know, screw it. And it only had one wheel. It had one wheel at the front and then two skids on the back. I actually have wheels because, well, I couldn't get skids. But I don't care. We're doing this my way. And we're coming in very steep, but not terribly fast. Also, there's no crash damage, so I don't think it's a terribly situation. Oof. Oh. Alright. Even if there was crash damage, I doubt that would have damaged it. Well, that is just cool. However, I'm going to add more fuel to it, and we're going to try this again for a higher altitude, higher speed. Right. I added more air intakes for the plane, redistributed the fuel in the X-15, removed a lot of RCS, but added some more fuel in each tank. So, we're going to do this again, actually. We're coming close to the drop. I'm going to see if I can push it a little higher this time, but I'm not thinking I will. So, I think I should just quick save here and get her done before bad things happen. Well, actually, wait, we're picking up speed and altitude. Well, alright, let's give it a few more seconds, because you never know. Every little bit of altitude we gain here means altitude we don't have to reach with the X-15. But we're slowing down. Alright. So let's get her done, shall we? Oh, that was beautiful. Overshot a little bit there, but that was it's fine. We're fine. We are doing good. Actually, there's that one, and there's actually another one. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it crashed in the water and apparently didn't die. I turned off, just if you're wondering, I turned off no crash damage. So if we crash here, we crash. Where are we going? Going the wrong direction. Well, alright. I'll do this, just so we can peek kind of that way a little bit. Don't want to waste stuff going that direction. But I want to make sure we land on land and not water. Oh, it's so pretty. I love the X-15. I really do. I should see if I can get like a model for it on Orbiter. Maybe even Flight Simulator X. I doubt I can on Flight Simulator X, but on Orbiter I'm pretty sure it exists. I think I saw it before. But I don't think I've actually flown it. Because I got the new Flight Simulator X recently. I mean, not Flight Simulator, Space, or Orbiter. And I'm actually curious to see if I can... I couldn't get some of the other ones to work. I couldn't get the Mercury Redstone missions to work, and I couldn't find some of the other add-ons. I don't know. But I'm going to see if I can get X-15 for that, because that would be great. I think we're going high enough. High enough, fast enough. Oh no, we're getting there. We may actually get to it, I don't know. I would like to breach space, but who knows. And I've Jib again because, you know, he was just next in line. Yay! Actually, I should probably just, you know what, here, I'll do this instead. This wasn't a part of the plan, but I'm just gonna use the rest of my fuel going this way. Excellent, there we go. Oh, look at that, we're gonna crash into mountains. What's our altitude? 78, so that's gonna be pretty damn high. But no worries. Actually, maybe when we're coming back in, we might be able to not crash into mountains. Although I have a feeling that we're gonna crash into mountains. Like, seriously, first I crash into those mountains, and then I crash into those mountains. If I was just going that way a little bit, this wouldn't be a problem. Actually, I wonder, can I, like, turn us this way? I don't know. I should have used that remaining fuel to push us this way. What was I thinking? Here, you know what? Just for the sake of, for our safety, let's do this to push us out of the way. No, I don't want to gain altitude or speed because of this. I want to land somewhere we can actually land. There we go. I really should have planned this through better. Oh well. No harm done. I just moved sideways. 77 island, and actually I lost some altitude for that, but no matter. Excellent. Oh, my X-15. Isn't it great? Yeah. Alright then, we've reached our apogee, or apoapse I suppose. And now we're going to start our descent. Our lovely descent into the atmosphere. Here's hoping this actually can survive reentry. It should. Entry heating is turned on, so, Actually, we're not going terribly fast. I've brought things in from orbital, like space planes and stuff, so this shouldn't be too much of a problem. And I can use the air brakes to slow us down. But, who knows? We should slow down pretty fast. Oh yeah, we're gonna make it. We're good. Those G-forces though. Alright, let's turn off our air brake. And let's start our descent. Wonderful. What's Jeb seeing? Don't want to EVA, that would be disastrous. He's dancing, so he's obviously having fun. Oh, this is nauseating. Can you imagine if like a VR headset, like the Oculus or HTC Vive? I actually want to experience that now. That'd be cool. I can't afford that right now. Well, actually, technically I can. Like, from a money standpoint, I can, but from a finances standpoint, I cannot because, you know, I have more important things. I love warning labels. Look at that. I didn't even notice those were there. I love this game. Oh, it's so good. Right then, we're gonna come in. I wonder if I should drop the tail fin at this altitude to save weight. So, well, actually, no, it's offering some stability as we come in. So, and the more the RCS is used up, the farther back the lift is compared to the center of mass. So I'm actually okay with that. Wow, we slowed down a whole lot. Oh, I could do that to pick up speed. Yeah, so my tail rudder was causing the problems. Ooh, those G-forces. Sorry, Jeb. Right then, let's ditch that. Like how it's two pieces, but it flops apart. It's so great. In the actual one, it wasn't two pieces, just one big piece that flopped off and then parachuted down. But I needed to make it work, so I just did it two pieces. Well, this is bumpy, but it's not as bumpy. And I have crash damage turned on, so if I screw this up, I screw it up hard. But at least we're not landing in mountains this time. You can do it, Jeb. One of these actually did crash during a flight. The pilot, I think, was okay, but the plane itself did not. It was in a bit of a state afterwards. This doesn't glide as well as the real X-15. Like, the real one glided actually pretty damn good. And if you see videos of it coming in, it comes in really, really fast. I'll pop one up on screen, because it just comes in really fast and scrapes along the ground, and it's really cool. Whereas mine kind of just gets bumps on the ground. But there you have it. He landed, no cheats. Ha 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 ha. And we are good to go. So that was my X-15. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll be back with more videos later. So, space.